Man, I look very dark right here, isn't it? Look, I have to have a light bulb with me. Is it recording right now? All right. Welcome. My name is Hanson, and this will be my. Today is 31 December, which means tomorrow will be a new year. And just thought, even though I was feeling very lazy, but I thought I wanted to make a video for myself. A 2022 yearly review, as I did last year. But I remember when I first uploaded my first actual video. It wasn't on YouTube. It was on Facebook. I shared it to my family and friends. Cause I was kind of scared, and I also feel nervous and awkward to publicly upload to YouTube, because YouTube is like a public thing, even though I may not get many views and all that. But it didn't occur my mind that I wanted to upload to a bigger platform. I mean, Facebook is pretty big, but my my friend and my family circle is like very small. So yeah, I think I didn't upload. Yeah. YouTube is something I started this year, so it was only like 4 months ago or 5 months ago, something like that. And yes, welcome again. I look very dark right here, but I hope you don't mind. The light bulb is already bright enough in my eyes, so I just try not to look at the light bulb right now. And I will probably record separately this video, because there's a few things I want to talk about, and it's probably gonna be long. And then for this digital camera, the maximum is only like 15 minutes per video per record for filming. So yes. So this year, how do I feel about this year? It was quite. I say it was quite depressing, to be honest. I'm just gonna go honest with you, and most important thing is with myself. And there's a lot of anxiety. Yeah, and I never really. I don't think I ever feel so much anxiety back in my younger life. Uh, the anxiety really started, I think, last June or something like that. I think, yeah, something around like that last year, and I starting to experience a lot of anxiety, and then it's been going on for a year and a half, I think, maybe, I don't know, but something like that. And uh, it was quite terrifying in a way, because you have fast heartbeat, and then when you breathe, and then there's this, you feel stress in your belly, your chest might feel tight sometimes, your back or neck might hurt and all that. So I think anxiety is not really it's not really like a small deal. It is a big deal. So it's something I'm learning. I do acknowledge a lot of time is from my excessive worrying. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but in my 2021 video, my first video, I talk about having OCD, and it's something I never really know I've been having it. I don't know if it's something that I used to have it as a kid, or it's just something that developed in my teenage years. So something that I found out last year September. So yeah. So I wrote down some notes just for me to refer as I talk about it. And I do feel, because of a lot of this depressed feelings and anxiety, I do often feel very floaty and dreamy, because the mind is just all over the place, right? You're not living in the present moment, so it is bound to be like that. So which is kind of scary as well. It's like you're dreaming but you're not. So I mean, I know it's real, all these things. Just sometimes it gets terrifying too. So that's one thing. And this this is the year where it's my first year of working lah. I got my first job last 15 November 2021, and honestly, I've been studying for 13 years, and I've always been thinking, what do I want to do, and how it was working gonna be like. Am I gonna uh, make enough money? Blah 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 blah, and all that. And then I finally have my first job, and till this day, sometimes I still think to myself, I'm working. It's like the things that I've been thinking about, worrying about, and finally I'm working, and it feels so different, of course, because for someone who been studying this past 13 years, of course it's gonna feel strange, and it's gonna feel a lot of stress and all that. And it's partly why I have this anxiety as well, because so much worry about not doing good enough, or not doing fast enough, not improving my performance as the time pass, because it's normal people would want just improve, not decrease, right? And for me as well, so it's one thing that makes me feel a lot of anxiety. Yeah. And as I talk about here in this video, just want to say that most of the time I'm referring to myself. It's no pointing finger who is right and wrong here. It's mostly coming back to myself, because I know at the end, yes, it's all back to myself. Because why? Because emotion is such a natural thing, right? And then it's easy to just think like, oh, I'm feeling angry or upset, it's because of this person who did or say this thing. But in reality, we are the one that is making ourselves feel certain way. But that doesn't mean you should blame yourself, or you should suppress your emotion. It's more to recognize that it was never about others but ourselves when it comes to our emotion. So yes, just want to make it clear. I don't want to blame no one, because ultimately, even if someone is wrong, I mean, what's the point to keep blaming someone, right? You're just gonna keep resenting and having this bitterness inside of you. It's just gonna grow bigger and bigger, and then you just become this cynical person. Uh, I don't know if I don't remember what's the full definition of cynic again. I just searched this morning, and then I forgot again, but that's something to that extent. So uh, also when it comes to in life, there's just, since I'm studying work, and there's just so much anxiety. And another part is because I always feel the need to be productive, feel the need to hustle, to do more and to do better and all that. It's just competing with others. And I just recently I was watching YouTube shorts. I've been watching a lot of YouTube shorts lately, and it's just this rapper 21 Savage. I listen to his songs from time to time, and I used to listen to his song, and right now I don't really listen to much. Sometimes I still do, occasionally. So in that YouTube shot, he was talking about he wants to be the greatest him, not the greatest rapper, because it's debatable. Because it's like everyone have so much different opinion, right? It's like ABC can be like, oh, you're the greatest, and then EFG can talk about, oh, that person is the greatest. So it kind of, how to say, it kind of opened my mind a bit, that it's whether it's a rapper or musician or just artist, there's really no point to compete. I mean, yes, there will be competition and all that, but and I feel like in reality, the competing with one another is just not gonna help too much. If you want to compare with others and you use other artwork and their wisdom as an inspiration, then that's good. But if you are doing it just to feel good about yourself, then I don't think that's right, because I feel like, at least to me, it's more of the insecurity, oh, because right now I'm insecure, so I need to do better than others. I need to how to say, yeah, I need to do better than others. I need to be praised. I need to get those compliments to make sure that I am doing better, that I am feeling safe, that I will feel happy because I'm doing better. So I think that's wrong of me lah. And for competing, maybe it's just worthless for me, because I always have this mindset of, oh, I'm making cartoon art, I'm making simple 3D models art, and I should do faster and I should make more art, because look at others, they are making very complex art, they're drawing like realistic characters, and they spend hours and hours. Sure, I spend hours too, but maybe a good 5 hour just for one artwork, but that's still time, that's still time and effort. But then there's always in my mind, I just downplay my effort and hard work, and then I just compare, oh, look at them, they make so complex and detailed artwork. So who am I, who am I just that's just you if you're an artist, or maybe if you're not, maybe you still get it, that the feeling is just, it's awful, man. Needing to compare with others to feel good about yourself, it sucks. I'm just gonna be honest. But hey, again, whatever I say is just my opinion and my perspective. I'm not necessarily 100% right, and I just want to share with you guys, and with the future me to watch again. So yeah, I did watch this morning. I did watch my 2021 year review, and just it takes me back, man. Even though it's just a year, but it does takes me back, and I would like to upload tomorrow, even though it's already been 2 years. Wait, 2 years? It's already been a year, but I still want to upload that, just to share with you guys. This is a lot different. I say, uh, the first time when I did that, my first video, right, I feel even more awkward and more nervous and more shy. And looking back right now, like, I'm not very confident lah, because looking right now, I do feel a little bit more confident, that I do feel a little bit more of the, how to say, love and the charisma and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna record another video because it's almost 15 minutes. All right, I'm back again. Seems like this light doesn't really help much, to be honest. I have to put very near, but then I look very spooky as well. You know what, never mind, it's okay. It's not always just about the quality itself. All right, so that's the first section about my years, feeling, quite depressing and anxiety provoking. It's not everything is bad lah, of course. So I mean, it's not necessarily considered bad just because it's depressing and anxiety provoking. I think sometimes not identify them as good and bad, just see them as they are, because feeling depressed and all that, going through this kind of journey, right, it's not gonna last forever. I know that. I believe in that. Just, I mean, look at me myself, I changed so much. Yes, I still feel depressed a lot, but I look at myself, I changed so much, and I know that I will grow if I put my mind and heart to it. If I give myself time, I give myself love, and I will grow from it. And I feel like at the end, yes, there will still be time I feel depressed, but then I will not continue blame myself, beat myself up for feeling such emotion, pushing this emotion away, or judging or avoiding, but rather than welcoming it. I think that's the one of my goal is to just like a concept of yin yang, to just welcome all the bad and all the good, all the positive, all the negative, all the black and white to me. Uh, oh wait, actually, I haven't finished talking about another thing. Also because there's some sort of health issue which is causing, which why I feel upset and all that. One of the things is I've been experiencing the difficulty to urinate. So whenever I try to urinate, my bladder, it hurts very bad, and I have to go to the toilet so many times. Like I just went 3 times, and right now I still have to go again. So I'm going for a check again. Uh, last, I think a few weeks ago, I just had surgery to circumcise my genital, and don't know if it's really helping. Maybe it's not the the circumcise that is the problem. But I just hope, uh maybe I'll find out. We'll find out what's the solution for it. And yeah, okay, okay. I'm gonna stop here again. All right, I'm back. Man, my camera is already 2 battery left. 2 out of 3. Uh, Wait, I forgot to stop recording. Never mind. Oh shit, it's gonna feel a bit messy. You know what? I'm gonna take my time. Probably gonna upload tomorrow since it's. Hey, that means it's 2022 is officially finished. So, yeah. Um. All right. The second thing is, this year is considered a year of growing. Just like I mentioned earlier. Even though it can be depressing and it can be anxiety provoking, but it's a year where I grow, and the first year, well, I learned to love myself. Wow, surprise! But yes, it's actually the first time for many years. I learned to love myself. It sounds very cliche, to be honest, but yeah, I've been very harsh to myself. I still can be very harsh to myself from my daily life, but it's something that I'm working on it. I never really thought I would say this. Never really thought that I would want to love myself, because I always just keep blaming myself and all that shit. So I'm looking forward every day to forgive myself. Yeah, and also forgive myself, to be compassionate and to care for myself. And when it comes to self care, it really sucks so bad because I have so much unhealthy habits and all that. That is like, how to say, I've been doing the same thing over years and years, such as picking my skin, because my skin has some issue, especially mainly it's my leg, and my finger here also have some issue. So I would scratch it, pick it, and that. And when I feel nervous, I would scratch some part of my body, like just now you notice I would just scratch my chest. You probably can see it because it's like cut already, but yeah, take my word. Maybe you can still hear it in the audio, I don't know. So I think that's one of the thing. I have this habit of holding my urine because I always feel like there's something more important to do. Like right now, actually, I'm doing it, so forgive me. uh, and yeah, also when I also have this addiction, I have this porn addiction. Yes, I'm not afraid to open up. Actually, I actually opened up last year in my 2021 yearly review. Opening up about this is kind of awkward, but I wanna be the pioneer, the first one to stand up. Nah, actually, a lot of people stand up about it, but I wanna be one of it as well. One of them to stand up to and share with others that yes, it's a struggle, this issue, and it's not the end of the world. It sucks. It's very difficult to overcome my addiction, but one day at a time. I've been struggling with this addiction, I think, for when I was 14, 13, and I never realized it's an addiction until when I grow up. Like this year, I tried to cut down, and then I just realized how difficult it is. And I don't remember, but I don't remember how often I remember how often I do it back then, but I don't remember when I start to cut down. So basically, I would do 1 to 3 times a week. I just calculate roughly 10 to 16 times a month. And right now I just kind of do once or twice. Usually it's once a week. So it's like 4 to uh minimum 4 to 8 times. It's still quite a lot lah, fuck. But yeah, something like that. But hey, it's improvement lah, so that's something. So I also I do acknowledge, as hard as it is, it's a process of growing. And yeah, I think I just repeated myself, but hey, that's what they do in essay, wasn't it? Some of the essay, they start in a paragraph, they start with the same line, and then the end of that paragraph they also end with the same line. So hey, I haven't read essay for so long. God damn, I miss it. As I recording this video, I don't know if my face is actually cut off something. So I'm just gonna push up like this. I feel like my face might just like, I don't know. Let's just hope not lah. I have very poor lighting right now. I don't know why. Maybe because my background is bright. That's why it creates this contrast. But it's okay. Again, it's about my voice. Yeah. Yes. My voice is the matter most. There, you can now see it more clearly. But it's not worth it. It's not worth it to just hold like this in front of the camera. All right. So the third thing is there are things that I'm working on. Took quite some time. I know it's not gonna finish in 1 year. Shit, man. Firstly is my poker card. My project. I have this brand. I haven't really started, so I don't know if I can create brand now. My haven't start brand. But I have this brand which is called Grey Life. It's a great cartoon. If you I think you can see on my previous thumbnail, it's right there. So, and one of Grey Life, there's so many things. The Grey Life, there's like comics, such as the main one that I haven't touched for so long. I only have part one. It's called Into the Grey Life. And then Grey Life also have poker card. Poker card I think I have 14, something like that. 14 out of 56 that is finished. It's just gonna take a long year, so I probably just gonna take my pace. I don't want to rush. I don't want to rush anymore. I want to learn to slow down. So I wish rush. I want to do better. I want to do more and all that. So I just in the new year I want to really learn to slow down and just not compete with no one. It's easy to just compete with others when you see, whoa, look at that person is 14 years old and then they're like super talented. Oh, look at that person is 17 years old and already have their own brand. I don't want to keep comparing like this. So yeah, Great Life. I want to make separate video about it. There's Great Life is just so many things that I've been working on. The most thing that I work on is sticker. Yeah, I have like stickers that I can put on WhatsApp, so that's pretty fun. And it takes a lot of time too, because drawing circle is very difficult, and to draw the circle that they want, and also the eyes is also circle, so it takes a lot of time to make it clean. And even my mom was like, when you make simple art, it's very easy to spot the mistake. So that's why it takes a long time. And I'm a person who likes to create different type of art from time to time. So let's say if I'm doing creating Gray Life, which is a 2D art, digital art, retro, and maybe a few months later I will do 3D art where I make lighting. Which recently I'm making this lighting art called Still Here. So Still Here is the main title, and then there's like a subtitle at the back. So it's like Still Here, heavenly, or Still Here, breathing, Still Here, enduring pain and suffering, something like that. So I will have like a same character, which is a spaceman. I call him Adam the spaceman, and he will be in this same pose. It's kind of like an NFT where they change the design a bit, but then this is still the same character. So, but I'm not doing NFT lah. It's just something that I'm inspired by it. So, since I am a light and compositing artist as well, so that's what I did. I have 10 or 11 right now, which is quite a lot actually. But then, there's always this how to say, the need of productivity, which is very stressing. I'm giving myself pressure and all that, so I want to learn to slow down as well. Freaking 10, man, it's already a lot. So I don't want to rush to keep, wow, 20, 20, 13, 14, slow down, a little bit. So yeah, um I would do art from time to time. And also, and then third thing is YouTube. The first time ever I tried to create this type of content, which just me sitting in front of camera talking, which to be honest is quite impressive. because this is one thing I found out about myself, is that I always have things to talk about. It depends on what type of topic. If you talk about life, if you talk about philosophy, talk about perspective and all that, then and emotion and all that, then I'm very good at it. Not to be bragging or anything, but I'm quite good at it. Which is why I thought about doing YouTube. YouTube is something that I've been thinking from time to time. When I was a child, I actually tried to make YouTube video. I think I was younger teen, something like that, 13, 14, something like that, or could be just primary school, and I wanted to make YouTube content. Mainly was art, and then I deleted my channel after making like 4 or 5 videos. Then I never touched it again. So to be honest, I'm quite proud of myself, because uh, YouTube is or just any platform similar to YouTube is such a wonderful place, because you can just make so many different content. I mean, it can be stressful if you keep focusing on the number or the subscriber or the views and all that. But I just want to do it for fun, because I'm talking right now. I just so much fun to just talk to myself. I'm looking at the camera, and I'm talking to the audience, even though maybe it's just like a 3 viewer, something like that. But it's still fun to do it. So that's something I've been doing. I make like I talk about my perspective, talk about my philosophy, I talk about my emotion, I talk about the things I struggle about. What else? I try YouTube gameplay, which I only did one episode, and then the second episode I recorded it, but then I never published it because it's just taking so much time, man. I record like 45 minutes, and then I have to cut. I have to play all of them, and it's not really a problem. But then my laptop is just, it gets laggy when I try to use the software called DaVinci Resolve. So it takes a lot of effort, and I just feel like I don't want to force myself to upload like a weekly content. I just want to try it out. It's just fun, because you look at YouTube, people try a lot of stuff. Some of them have like crazy. Some of them is like creative. It can be art content. It can be tutorial showcase. Oh, which I did also. I just upload like a 7-second showcase of my car that I modeled and I edited. And then there can also be like a challenge or something. They can also be talking about mental and spiritual health, talking about dream, and you've been watching I remember one night I watched until 2 a.m. I've been watching boxing and stuff, and then this is uh there's this YouTuber who's also a boxer. His name is So Puppy. It's really funny, and I like his content, and I like his boxing thing. So keep it up, and yeah, this is different things that I enjoy about YouTube, and I really want to make it more often because sometimes the thought of wanting to create a YouTube video is just it can be tiring, because there's a lot of expectation and how to make videos more entertaining, more funny, and more attractive, something like that, making it so perfect. But then I don't want to focus on these things, because I feel like YouTube to me is more of the connection and more of the place to express your feeling, your thoughts. And same with art as well. You express your art through social media. You express your feelings through art. So it's just this connection thing. It's just linking here and there. So yeah. Uh, for the next year, I don't want to I don't want no resolution. I just want to take it slower and be nice to myself. I always have this thoughts of mortality, like when am I gonna so yeah. And also this, like as I said earlier, this competitive thing where society where society tells you, oh, you're gonna achieve this and that at this age, you're gonna get married at 30 and before 30 and something like that. So it's just so much pressure, but ultimately I think it's important for us ourselves not to be affected by what others says, because ultimately what others says is just their opinion, their perspective. It's just they're not how to say it? I don't know what I'm saying. They can't change your mind unless you let them change it. So kind of like in Stoicism, how Epictetus, uh, it's a Greek, I think it's a Greek philosopher. Yeah, he says that if a man try to harm another man, I'm just gonna use A and B. If A try to harm B, ultimately A is harming himself. But then if B was harm, if B let A harm B, then ultimately it's also B harming himself because B allow A to harm him. So yeah, but then of course I know it's not gonna work for everything lah. So life is just is full of gray area. It's not just black and white. So it's very important to uh, think, to analyze, and to act what is right, what is virtuous, and what is moral. So all right, I am back again. Just decided to go to the toilet to take a break. And also my camera is gonna die soon. It's like one battery left. It's already getting heat up because of how long I've been recording. Okay, wait a minute. All right, so there's two more section. The next section will be this it's about philosophy. And so this year is the year where I start to study about Stoicism. I bought the book Discourses and Selected Writing by Epictetus and Meditation by Marcus Aurelius, and really learn a lot. And it's safe to say it's very hard to grasp and to practice, to how to say, put in practice. But it's something that really opened my eyes and just caught my attention, especially the Discourses, the book, where at first it's already talking about life and death. It's life and death is something that I don't know if it's often, but I do think from time to time, and it's something that is quite interesting in a way. It can be morbid to just keep thinking about life and death. Sometimes thinking about it just does make me depressed, but it's also a reminder for me to live in the present moment, which is hard. So I'm basically feeling depressed thinking about it, but it's also very hard to do this, where to live in the moment and not regret, because I still regret a lot of things. But I do think it's a good approach to study and to practice Stoicism, especially if any of you know about Aristotle. Is also a Stoic philosopher, has this 12 virtue, and virtue is something that I've been approaching. I want to be a virtuous person, and I know it's very hard, but I'll do what I can, and I'll learn and I'll grow from my mistakes and all that. And virtue is such a I never thought, I feel like I thought being a good person is supposed to be it's a stupid answer as a goal, but then as I study about Stoicism, it really puts in perspective where no, it's not dumb to want to be a good person, it's not dumb if I want to be a moral, if I be a person with moral. So yeah, I that's one thing I'm approaching. And second thing is, lately I've been having this new philosophy approach, which is from one of PewDiePie's video, where he talks about Stoicism as well, introducing about it. And so there's this line he says, I don't remember exactly, but something he says like, see things as they are, and therefore you accept them. So that's one thing that I've been learning. I think it's also something that I learned in Buddhism. There's this YouTuber called Nick, but I don't I never remember I never remember his name. But yeah, something like, if you search Nick, Nick, Nick Mong, then you find him on YouTube, and he does make a lot of good videos, and I really appreciate and I enjoy watching his video. Sometimes I would just listen to his video while working on it. So yeah. All right, the final section would be a thank you section. There's a few people I want to thank you. Firstly, since of course, it's gonna be my family. I want to thank you, Dad, if you if you're watching. Even though we don't meet so much, we don't talk so much, but really, I'm grateful you sacrifice most of your time to work outstation, which is the reason why we don't meet so much. And uh, but I'm very grateful, to be honest. It's not easy to, you have a family, then right now you have to go to another place where you can't see your family for many years, and you only come back like maybe in total 2 months, something like that, if combined together. So uh, I'm really grateful. As I grow older, I start to understand this sacrifice, this choice to this choice for you to make is not easy. And man, I was being very ungrateful back then because I keep focusing on the problem itself. Yeah, but right now, frankly, I'm grateful, because without you working very hard, I'm not gonna be sitting here chilling. I mean, I do struggle with a lot of things, but either way, I don't want to downplay either one side. I am grateful, but I do struggle, but I'm still grateful, but I still struggle. So hopefully it doesn't confuse that. It's not like, just because I have this life right now doesn't mean all of a sudden my struggle and my pain is just gone away because I have a house and all that. I still struggle, and I just hope you know, anyone that is watching, or even myself, to know that a struggle is a struggle. This is something that my friend always tell me. Not always that, but from time to time he will tell me that it doesn't matter how big it is, a struggle is still a struggle. So I think it's important not to compare with others. Oh, that person is having it worse, so you should be grateful, because it's kind of like saying, I see this on Instagram. It's similar to saying that this person is having better than you, then you shouldn't be happy, something like that. But I do get when people tell me to be grateful because other has it worse. I do understand what they're trying to say. Uh, Hopefully I don't get it wrong, what they're saying, but I do understand to be grateful for what you have and what you don't have, because something that you crave for, something that you want. It may always never be enough. There will always be a new iPhone. There will always be a better car, a bigger house. Uh, sorry, a a bit a bit motivational. So the first thing is I want to thank you that, and I love you. Mwah. And I also want to thank you, mom, and because of for being here, always listening to my repetitive things, always being there to worry and care for me. You know, doing all the house chores when I'm supposed to be the one that doing. But don't worry, for these 2 weeks I'll be doing it for you. I mean, so responsible since you won't be here for 2 weeks. But yeah, I'm grateful that you still love and support. Oh Jesus, Jesus Christ, my bad. Oh, alright, should sit properly. I'm still grateful that you are here for me. Yeah, and I also want to thank you, my siblings, my brothers and sister. I feel like as we grow older, we don't really talk much. We come back, we just do our thing, and sometimes it's kind of sad, but I feel like I have to accept things for what it is. I'm very grateful for having you you guys. Yeah, you guys. Yes, yeah. Does guys count for sister though? But then yeah, you know what? I'm very grateful to have siblings like you. We are very different. Yeah, we are very different actually. And we do make a lot of mistakes, and I think it's important to live with love and to be forgiving. I think starting with family is a good choice to learn to be forgiving. But then the best thing is always is starting with yourself lah. Yeah, so yeah. So the second part is I want to thank you, my friends, my colleagues as well, for those who talk to me and have fun with me, goofing around. I'm really grateful for my colleagues. I don't really know if colleagues really treat me as friend, but then I do really treat them as friend. For those who we can talk about life and stuff, not just work lah. I really treat them as friend. But I mean, for others, even if we can talk about life, if because everyone is different and we don't always have common ground and common topics, but I still treat you as friend, and I want to be grateful. I am thankful that I meet you, because 7 billion of people, I'm not gonna meet everyone in my lifetime. So meeting you guys for even just 1 or 2 years is just more than enough. And I want to thank you, my friends. Specifically, I want to thank you, Ren, and I want to thank you, Yasmin, for being one of my closest friends. I'm really grateful. I'm really thankful that Ren, even though I repeat a lot of things, even though I always going ups and down with my emotion, back and forth with my shit, you're still there listening and supporting me, still spending time to write me back, even if it's just the same as thing I wrote. I always write essay to you, my God. And I'm really grateful. I'm grateful also because despite we are quite opposite, to be honest, we have very different perspective, but we still have, and we sometimes might have conflict. We might have conflict, but we are still at the end be forgiving. We are still respectful, and then we still are loving friends, and I'm really grateful for that. And also, Yasmin, I know you've been struggling a lot. Shit, I don't know if I don't know if I should say it in public, but I'm sure everyone's struggling, so don't make fun of my friend. God damn it. But yeah, I hope I'm not gonna go too detailed since this is public so I just want to say that I'm still here. I'm still here with you, and I'm grateful that I have you as my friend. And I'm so grateful that you still be my friend. Even though we don't talk for so long. I haven't meet for 2 years, but whenever we talk, the vibe is still there, and I'm just very happy. because back then I really worry a lot that I lose you as a friend if we don't keep contacting, if we don't keep talking, chatting, or meeting. So I'm really grateful. And that, to be serious, I'm sorry just now I was laughing because I feel like I shouldn't say it in public, but since I'm not talking too personal, talk about your personal thing too much. I just want everyone to struggle, and I just wish you to know, no matter how difficult it is, you have my support, and I'm sure you have other support too. And even if they don't, just remember I'm still here. I'm still that annoying Chinese guy that gonna catch you all the time if I can. So I just wanna let you know that. And yeah, there's so many more people, and I just wanna, you know who you are, so I just wanna be grateful and thank you for being here. And I wanna be grateful for God and nature for being here, um, for leading and guiding me. And most important thing is I wanna be grateful for myself that I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still here struggling. But yeah, thank you, Hanson, for still being here. You're really strong, You're a really strong person, and it's okay to be weak. You don't have to compare with anyone because at the end, it's never about others, it's about you. So take your time, whether it's addiction or your career goals, your dreams, and all that shit. Just take your time for that. One step at a time, bit by bit, step by step, or as I like to say, boo boo step. That's my new phrase already. Boo boo step. It basically means tiny step. If you watch my previous video, boo boo also is my nickname. So it also mean tiny, little at the same time. So boo boo step, everyone. And yeah, I think it's time to wrap up this 2022. I'm just gonna upload tomorrow because I cannot be bothered to edit tonight. I wanna thank you guys for watching. I think I haven't make a very long video for so long. I think last time I did record a video which is like 51 minutes, and I don't know how long this will be, but I just want to thank you if you're watching, and thank me. So I'm gonna come back to this bitch. I'm gonna watch it again. Hopefully I don't get so cringe at that. And I mean, even if it's cringe, I'm still gonna be here for myself. And yeah, I seek for forgiveness if I say a lot of wrong things, if I say a lot of things that I can be uncomfortable for you. Just know that I'm sorry. I'm sorry to those who I did wrong. And yeah, it's just very hard to me, to be honest, because I worry so much for the things I said. God damn it. So I just wish, if you're still here despite of the mistake that I've done, I'm thankful, and there's a lot more that I want to learn, and there's really a lot I want to learn. So once again, thank you, and I will see you next year. Alright, I don't know what else to say actually. I just want to say bye, I guess.